Hey, what's up? This is What's Up Fun Factory Hobbies, part 3 of the Black Friday weekend. Well, obviously extending beyond that because this is the Monday after, Cyber Monday, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, part 3, the role-playing games and books version. Well, the pile of shame's still pretty big. It's dwindling though. Thank you. Mostly because I just pulled off all the books and stuff. So yeah, let's get to it. First of all, here's White Dwarf 506. 505 is actually still in the pile, but it's at the very bottom of the pile underneath all the stuff. And I was just pointing at the pile, but the phone was pointing elsewhere, so you didn't see that. But yeah, we'll unbury that hopefully before the end of the week. Box sets. Here we have the Cipher System Starter Set from Monty Cook Games by Monty Cook and Sean Reynolds. Monty Cook was an integral part of third edition D&D. Sean Reynolds, I know, does lots of stuff with, Palladium books. Cool stuff. So this is an introduction to the flexible, fast-paced, easy-to-run tabletop role-playing game that can power any adventure you imagine. Cipher System, kind of their generic setting. They have several of their own campaign settings. Cool stuff. Technically, this one's not new, but it's been out of stock for a long while. So I'm mentioning that we have the Star Wars Force and Destiny beginner box. Introduction to role-playing for 3 to 5 players. So Force and Destiny is the Star Wars from Fantasy Flight or whoever they spun it off to these days that has Force powers. But we had previously Edge of Empire and Age of Rebellion starter boxes also. The core mechanics of all 3 of those are the same. They just have different settings and different areas of expertise, highlights kind of thing. So here we have from Renegade Game Studios. There's some box sets under this, but I figured I'd go ahead and group all the Renegade stuff together. For Vampire the Masquerade, Laws of the Night. I'm just going to go over these briefly because there's a crap ton of these books. If you're into this particular game, you'll already know about the book. So there you go. Also for Vampire the Masquerade, Gehenna War. And for Werewolf the Apocalypse, Shattered Nation. For the G.I. Joe role-playing game, Intercontinental Adventures, Factions in Action, Volume 2. Speaking of the G.I. Joe role-playing game, here we have a standee pack. Because miniatures can get expensive. But this includes 338 cardboard punch-outs and 35 plastic bases, because you're not going to use all 338 at one time. And then the G.I. Joe role-playing game beginner box boot camp has a 32-page playing the game booklet, a 26-page first adventure, a 26-page second adventure, 8 pre-generated characters, a set of G.I. Joe dice, kind of see them there, which we also have more Cobra and I think Joe dice over there, and a GM screen, and also from Renegade, the Transformers role-playing game beginner box. Roll out! Similar to the Joe beginner box, 32-page playing the game book, 28-page first adventure, 32-page second adventure, 8 pre-gens, a set of Transformers dice, which we have Decepticon dice over there. I think we're presently out of Autobots dice, but we got dice bags for those and Joe, and My Little Pony is beside it, and they all use the same Essence 20 system. And we've got a whole bunch of existing stock for Joe, Power Rangers, which there's not a beginner box for yet, Transformers, and My Little Pony, and there's some crossover stuff in there. For example, the Field Guide to Action Adventure works for all that stuff. So there's that. Books. H.P. Lovecraft's The Call of Cthulhu for beginning readers. Because why not? Think kind of Call of Cthulhu in the style of Zeus, Dr. Zeus. Warhammer 40k novel, The Big Daka, in paperback. An Uftak Blackhawk novel. Somebody was looking for that fairly recently, I want to say. We'll get to that one in a minute. We'll get to that one in a minute. Another Warhammer 40K novel. Long live the Red Gobbo. And the Red Gobbo Collection. And last but not least for Warhammer 40K, the very first Votan book, The High Call's Oath. Here we have from DeVere Games, In the Ashes. It's a solo play tabletop action role-playing game that you can play in a book. It uses innovative mechanics that will allow you to live adventures using a combination of tactical combat, decision-making, skill selection, and equipment customization, much more than a game book. Again, solo playable, you use the book. For Dungeon Crawl Classics, the Dying Earth setting, we have Dying Earth number 10, a level 2 adventure, Passage to the Manse of Erudite Wonderment. The Making of the Ghost Ring, that's adventure number 85, not Dying Earth, just DCC, a level 4 adventure. A bunch of X-Crawl Classics role-playing game adventures. X-Crawl Classics number 0, a level 0 adventure, Murder Mountain Smackdown. A level 1 adventure for X-Crawl Classics, The Crawl, formerly known as Terror on the Tundra. X-Crawl Classics number 2, a level 2 adventure, Tropic Crawl Cataclysm. Number 3, a level 3 adventure, Please X-Crawl, Don't Hurt 'em. X-Crawl Classics Module 4, a level 4 adventure, Death in the Dungeon of Tomorrow. X-Crawl Classics number 5, a level 5 adventure. See a theme here? Bay City Firestorm. X-Crawl Classics number 6, an adventure compendium. Whoa! Dooms to Go. And you're going to need the X-Crawl Classics role-playing game core book to play it. Live streamed extreme dungeon crawling with cash prizes. Death is instant, but fame is forever. So think of X-Crawl Classics as X-Crawl is kind of a dungeon crawling, but like a reality TV show kind of thing, like the old Gladiator show. I'm dating myself because I'm really old and haven't watched TV in a long time. But yeah, so lots of copies of the core game and all those adventure modules, which we'll be happy to reorder if people want more. For the Pathfinder role-playing game, we have, for Lost Omens, the Tianxia character guide. And I'm told that's very well done, authentically Asian-themed good stuff. Player Core 2 in the pocket size. War of Immortals, kind of their main focus for the next while. So that's the Sketch Edition and the regular edition. UVG and the Black City, 2nd edition. I have no idea what this is. We got a box of some random stuff from one of our distributors. Hey, or try this stuff out kind of thing. This is one of those. Fair Hero, The End alone waits all travelers, and at the end, was the journey all in vain? All journeys end in vain, mused the observer at the end of time. Welcome to the role-playing games of heroes, tripping through mythic steps in search of lost time, broken space, and deep rifts. A 2nd edition, more pages for bigger art. So one of those indie RPG things. Here's another of those. Cozy Companion, a cozy games and fiction magazine. Volume 2, Buzzing Along with Paul Salomon. Plucky Pollinators. Shadows of the Night Part 2. The Mysterious Moth Cat. And Cozy Companions. Volume 4, Spooky Cute Chat with Scott Brady, celebrating even fall in the verdant Isles. Seafaring Felines of the Caribbean Part 2, The Morning Cathedral. Now some 5th edition content. Battle Zoo Bestiary from Roll for Combat. Basically a new monster book. Heckna campaign setting from Hit Point Press for 5th edition. The new 2024 Dungeon Master screen for Dungeons & Dragons. I'm going to call it 5.5, but whatever. Dungeon Master's Guide, here's the alternate art. And the regular art with an homage back to the old cartoon. From Kobold Press, Warlock Grimoire 3, again 5th edition. This is hardback book, but it's more of the pocket size. And if you can see the comparison there, probably if I point the phone at it, you might be able to see it better. But anyway, you can see the same size as one. Last but not least, Shadowrun, No Future, in a cool alternate art slipcase. Nifty. Because I know we got some Shadowrun fans out there. So that's what's up. Part 3 for Black Friday, the books edition. There's actually a few more books in the pile, but they're more miniatures games books, so I'm going to throw those in with the whatever part I do miniatures in. Let's do some upcoming events and organized play, just so you guys can prepare for later in the week. That's not, nope, that one. Friday, December 6th, Casual Commander at 6 p.m. for Magic the Gathering. Saturday the 7th at 2 p.m. our standard Pokemon League time. And at 6 p.m. on Saturday the 7th, our Magic the Gathering Store Championship event. So this is for Duskmourn and Foundations. It's a $10 entry fee. Standard legal decks. Seating capacity of 8. So, show up between 5 and 6 to sign in and get your seat. There's that. December 13th, Friday the 13th. Oh, ominous. Casual Commander at 6. Saturday the 14th, we have our December Pokemon League Challenge for the TCG at 11 a.m. and the Pokemon Go League Challenge at 1 p.m. and Pokemon League at 2 p.m. On Friday the 20th, Casual Commander. Saturday the 21st, we have our Pokemon League scheduled at 2 p.m. And we're also looking at doing a Chaos Sealed Pokemon event at 11 a.m. We have a few extra playmat prizes from... because we had some age divisions which people didn't show up in at some the quarter 3 and quarter 4 cups. So Chaos Sealed meaning you'll get a random build and battle box from supplies that we have on hand, which pretty much anything from the Scarlet and Violet era, not including the most recent Surging Sparks. And then, the champion will get a playmat. In addition to, obviously, the cards that you buy. I haven't got that in the system just yet, but I should be putting that up later this week. I'm kind of waiting to hear back from our principal head judge, Ryan, to see what kind of response he's getting from the Mansfield group, because that's the biggest group of people. Planning to run it in the store unless Ryan comes back soon saying, hey, we're going to have like 20 people for that. In which case, I'll see if the library's available. Library Annex, I'm sorry. That's what's up. Check back in not too distant future for part 4. And we'll see you after a bit. Bye.